I have just received Chemistry ICSE Class 10 Board 2025 paper, and the paper was extremely easy if you have done the competency based questions. And I have already posted the solution and the answer key of question 1 separately, and then question number 2 and 3 also I have posted just now. The links will be somewhere here on the right hand side. Now let us come to question number 4 and 5. 2 and 3 is the second video. Now from section B, I have solved question 3. Now we come to question number 4. First part. It's a 10-mark question. Remember, from section B, we have to solve any 4 questions from the questions that are given in the section B. Question number 4, first part reads, a gas cylinder can hold 150 grams of hydrogen under certain conditions of temperature and pressure. If an identical cylinder, now identical cylinder is the key word here. That means it's going to have the same volume with the same capacity, which means the volumes of hydrogen and this gas G are going to be the same. 450 grams of G is stored in that under the same conditions of temperature and pressure. Find the vapor density of G and the molecular weight of G. Let us see how we solve it. Our question A, vapor density of G. The formula for vapor density is mass of certain volume of G upon mass of equal volume of H. Now when it was filled with G, the volume of that was the same as volume of H, and the mass of G was 450 gram, and the mass of hydrogen was 150 gram. So if you are solving this, you get 15 3s 45, 0 get cancelled. So 3 is the vapor density. That's your answer A. What is the connection between vapor density and molecular weight? It is 2 into vapor density, right? So that is 2 into 3, that means 6. So these are our 1 mark answers, and I hope you are getting full marks in this. Write in the comment box whether you are getting full marks or no, and from which part of the world are you watching from. Let us look at the second subpart. Complete and balance the following equations. Now this is CH3COONA plus NaOH. This is the preparation of methane in organic chemistry. And this is how we have Na2CO3 is given out, and this is decarboxylation reaction. This is CH3 and one more H, and that is CH4, which is a gas. So this is the balanced reaction. For CH3COOH plus Mg, now this is acetic acid and this H will be replaced by Mg. So Mg has valency 2 plus. So it will become CH3COO and Mg is 2 plus. This is 1 minus. So it will become CH3COO twice Mg. So this will be 2 molecules and H2 will be displaced, and that would be a balanced reaction. Let's come to the third subpart, which is for 3 marks. That means 1 mark each. These ones are also 1 mark each. I hope you are gathering your marks and write them down in the comment box how much you're getting. Name the gas produced during each of the following reactions. A. When copper is treated with hot conc nitric acid. So the gas evolved is going to be NO2. I'm writing NO2, but you have to write nitrogen dioxide. Symbols are not allowed. When ammonia is burned in the atmosphere of oxygen, the ammonia with oxygen, this is the normal oxidation, and the gas evolved will be nitrogen. You have to spell it out. If it was catalytic oxidation, it would have been NO, that is nitric oxide. I'm just writing the symbols, but I hope you have spelled it out, okay? When ferrous sulfide reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, so sulfide and this H will give you H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide gas. Okay, so this was easy 3 marks. If you studied chemistry well and understood well, that's how it would be. The fourth subpart is for 3 marks again, and this is your periodic table. As you can see, they have not given the actual symbols of the elements. These are the symbolic representations of the elements. They are saying state the valency of element G. Now this G is in group 5A, which means it's going to be having 5 electrons in the last shell, outermost shell or valence shell. So it will accept 3 electrons. So your A answer will be 3 minus. Okay, the valency will be negative. It's better that you spell it out. You don't know how the marks will be cut. Negative 3. Spell it out. There's no harm in writing this. We come to B. Which element exhibits catenation? Now you know that it is carbon. Now carbon means it is going to be period 2 and it will be group 14. Now group 14 is here and this one is your period 2. You will say, ma'am, but this is period 1 because this is the topmost. No. In period 1, I have hydrogen here and helium. There are only 2 elements. But can you see in this, there are all these elements, which means it is your period 2. Okay. The period 2 here, carbon will be group 4A or 14 and here it will be E. Write the formula between the compound formed M and P. M is going to be 2A, means it is going to have 2 valence electrons, so 2 plus, and P is going to be group 7A, that means it will be 1 minus. So you will get this way if you do crisscross MP2. Did they ask you for the formula? Yes. So this is the formula. Sometimes they also ask you write the equation for the formation of the compound, which is slightly difficult, but I think this was pretty easy. So this was your question number 4. Let us come to question number 5. Question number 5, again 10 marks. Given below are 2 sets of elements from 2 different periods. This is period 3, this is period 2. Name the element with the highest ionization potential. Now remember, ionization potential across the period across the period increases. Alright, so here on the extreme right side from this period will be chlorine. So chlorine would be the first one as the answer. Chlorine will have the highest IP from these. Now for B, extreme right is oxygen, fluorine and neon. Neon is period 2 and group 0, which means it's a noble gas. Now noble gas will never form ions, it will have highest IP. The highest IP here is going to be neon. Don't get fooled by writing fluorine here. Let's come to the second subpart. Ammonia is passed over heated copper to oxide in a combustion tube. Name the gas evolved. So ammonia and CuO. The gas evolved is going to be nitrogen. You can't write N2, you have to spell it out. What will be the color of the residue left in the combustion tube at the end of the reaction? Combustion tube will have CuO becoming Cu. The color will be reddish brown. Or it would be pinkish brown. You could write both because sometimes the examiner says it's reddish brown, sometimes they say pinkish brown. Write both, no harm in doing that. Let's come to the third subpart. Give balanced equation for the following. A. Action of dilute HCl on ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate is NH4 twice CO3 because CO3 is 2 minus valency plus HCl must mention dilute. And here this is what will happen. So NH4 with Cl will form NH4Cl, and there are two NH4s here, so I'll need 2 Cl, so I'll write here 2. So 2 NH4Cl, and H2CO3 means it is H2O plus CO2 up arrow. Let us come to B. Oxidation of sulfur with hot conc nitric acid is S plus 6HNO3 conc, and hot means you will show the triangle here, and S will get oxidized to H2SO4, and plus there will be 2H2O, and plus there will be 6NO2, that will be the gas. This is an important reaction. There are a whole lot of questions asked on this reaction. You should know this by heart. Reaction of conc sulfuric acid with carbon. So C plus H2SO4 conc. This is going to give you, with 2H2SO4, C becomes CO2, and H will give us H2O, but there are 2 here, so 2 here, and plus how many SO2s will be there? 2SO2 up arrow. Okay, so these are the balanced reactions for the third subpart. Let us look at the fourth subpart. Rohit took two different salt solutions in test tube C and D as shown in the figure. He added dilute HCl to each of the two test tubes. So dilute HCl has been poured here. The product formed in C and D are here silver chloride and here lead chloride. Okay, let us look at the answers to be written. Are they just two subparts? Yeah, only two subparts. So let us look at the first subpart. One common observation in both the reactions. Now in this, there will be Ag will take Cl and it will form AgCl here, which is Kurdi white precipitate. And here Pb will take Cl, it will form PbCl2, which is chalky white precipitate. So what is the common observation? You will write for A, both form white precipitates. Okay, so white precipitates is the common observation. Now for B, the observation made by him on addition of excess ammonium hydroxide added to this. Then in test tube C, AgCl is soluble in excess NH4OH, forming diamine silver chloride. So for your B first part, C, and you will say that white PPT dissolves in excess NH4OH. And in case of the second part, PbCl2 has nothing to do with excess of ammonium hydroxide. It's going to be insoluble. So here you will say white PPT is insoluble in excess of NH4OH. So this would give you your 1, 2, 3 full marks. Now write in the comment box, in 4th and 5th there are 20 marks, right? So in these 20 marks, how much are you getting? And also write from which part of the world you are watching. Okay, so I'm ending this video here, otherwise the video becomes too long. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye.